Okay. Wait. Yes, we are back. Back again. Yes, who's back? Tell a friend. No, just like all monotone and doing some Slim Shady. Alright. So the controller's not dead yet, so I do have my old school headphones plugged in, so now that's a similar problem with the PS4. Let's do hidden journals. Let's go get some lore from Tannis. And there's a lot we can do up there. But anyways, what was I just saying? Oh yeah, with the PS4 I have an external hard drive, and that's plugged into one of the two slots that you have on the front. Now the PS5 only has the one slot on the front, and the internal, or the external, internal, whatever, is actually an internal memory stick that you can save a ton of games to. So, like, my storage is all recordings. Yeah, all recordings, except for I keep Fortnite in the main, just because even though it is, like, solid state and, like, really quick, um, memory retrieval and access and usage, I still don't trust it for Fortnite, because Fortnite's already a little wonky with how big it is. Although I say that, but like the headphone issue, I think we just overloaded the programming in the controller with having too many swapping or too many switchings, whatever you want to think it as. Alright. I wonder. So I'm slagged, so it might be like, you know, a net loss or gain, or like, or a zero gain, zero loss, or a wash of having the reduced damage while on fire, but also it's intensified being slagged. But I don't know. Sell off some junk. Yeah, I mean, ooh, these look cool. I mean, just so many different variations. Oh, and sorry if I sound pompous in the comments. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just saying, like, you know, and that's one thing I kind of got to actively work on when talking with people is, like, I tend to overshare personal experiences, and I've heard, like, different stories, like, actually, I'm good on that one. Let's keep these two. Um, anyway, like, I've heard it's a sign of trying to, like, show that you can relate, but if it's overdone, then it becomes kind of sad and pathetic. So, and I'm definitely not trying to do that on the comments section. So if you feel put off by that, I apologize. That's not my intention. Oh, I'm drifting. Sorry, I wasn't even holding the controller. That was all just drifting. That's okay. I'm gonna figure it out. Like, there's a way to do like a hard reset. I mean, there's already a hard reset that, you know, at times you can use if the controller's not turning on properly. And then there's all sorts of different combinations that it's hard to track down. Like, okay, did you have this headphone plugged in, you know, at the time? Is it a USB or is it the round, like the auxiliary, I think, or whatever it's called? Yeah, there's so many different factors, and so when you're troubleshooting such an issue, especially with machinery nowadays, because like this controller is way more complex than the regular NES controller that I grew up with. Like that one was like input, you know, two buttons, you know, and then a directional pad, and or sorry, so what is that? Four buttons, but really 8 buttons, because the directional pad consists of 4 buttons. Um, to the Joker Mobile.
Your liver is a hood ornament!
Bye. Wait. Is this a warp one? Oh, I don't think it is. I slagged myself trying to press square on that.
The colors! Puke the colors!
Alright, we're going somewhere else.
Insurance fraud!
This one is a teleporter. I just remembered a little bit ago, but I still wanted to back up over that bandit. Alright. Oh, and then oversharing too, yeah. So like, my parents used to work in the mines way back in the day. A lot of Coloradoans did, so that's not really all that out of the usual. I mean, so these are the things just kind of like, you can share a certain point, that's sharing culture and heritage. And really, you know, mountain towns, Buena Vista specifically, pronounced Buena Vista, I know there's a Buena Vista, California, and that's fine when referencing that one. Or the Buena Vista, Mexico. But you don't really say Mexico without sounding a little bit snobbish. Unless you're trying to speak Spanish, then it's like, you know, Mexico. But really, it's Mexico. Ah, and see right there, I can see the bias, or the blind spot. But at the same time, Jesus, we don't say Salida. Like, that just sounds weird. Salida. Like, it's our cross-county rivals. You know? And that's just a large part of, like, what goes on. And we didn't have, like, a lot of... Sorry, it's, like, really getting back into heritage stuff. I'm also a pioneer of Colorado, meaning my family's lived here for over 100 years. In some form or fashion. Not in luxury, mind you. Like, pretty squalid domiciles. In Salida. So like my grandparents, my great-grandparents would be rolling around in their grave. Well, not my grandparents, sorry, that's, again, too much doxing information, but like my older generation, some of which would be turning in their graves or rolling in their graves, hearing it said that way, just like, how offensive. Like, you know. I guess that's a thing too. Working at ski resorts, you kind of get exposed to a lot of people saying it like that and coming, and then it's like it kind of rubs you the wrong way because it's like, no, that's not what we call it, but that's okay. You're not from here. And like same with the river rafting experience. Like you got all the locals, like the river rats. In fact, we had a radio station called the River Rat, and it was really good music, oldies, like oldies rock and just kind of like hippy dippy music. So, what you would be if you were like a stoner working as a river raft guide. So, well, let's get elemental with it. Like, I just had it out and I was like, oh.
Stack the frenzy. Do it.
It's almost like it's a random elemental type. Alright, gotta finish this one off. 2 XP. I'm glad we took the time to do that. Alright. Yeah, I think Slagged is definitely worse while being on fire, but I don't know because I don't really have anything to compare to right now, like another status effect, to really get a good feel for it. So, oh yeah, echoes. We're looking for Tanis's audio logs. So yeah, we gotta, there's a, okay. Trying to think of how to do this, like if it's worth going all the way to the thing, or if I can just run up it. Yeah, I'll take the card, because then when we get done, we'll have the card to come back down. Although, honestly, I think it's just there. Never mind, that's dumb. You can't drive through there, so... Sorry. Executive decision, we're just gonna walk. But then you get to see stuff like this, invisible arseholes. Which, it could even flag that. Although, I haven't noticed any of my other videos being flagged, so I don't know if that's it. But there's still a lot of them uploading. Like, oh my gosh, by the time you see this one, there's gonna be like 20 or so videos. Yes, it is a glorious vacation, let me tell you what. I had a great time with the kiddos, and now it's great me time. Oh. Oh, there we go.
It's perfect.
Ah, I wasted all that. That works. Oh yeah. That was good.
You can't stop me.
Okay, now we gotta be careful, because this is the other spot or place that I sometimes see the Mega Ultra Pyre Thresher. It's just the Pyre Thresher or something like that, but the gigantic fire or flame fire elemental thresher. I think I'm just gonna die. I got 60 grand though, Like, we gotta go give
Look,
Moxie some
your
money.
blood all over me.
Yep, that's usually the sign of, like, something. No. No. Okay. I take reduced damage while I'm on fire, so maybe this is bearable.
The same questions occurred to me today as I was pinning a disemboweled skag to my front door to dissuade others from approaching it. What does Jack want with the vault key? Was the key simply charging the entire time I possessed it before Jack crowbarred it from my bloody hands? Was it waiting to unleash its alien powers on Pandora to make Iridium appear from the very ground? Was it preparing itself to unlock even more alien ruins? I will delve deeper into this question after I soundproof the walls of my home, that I may be spared the incessant laughter and joviality of Sanctuary's citizens.
You know, I had a neighbor in college that, you know, because I'd be out there smoking my cigarette, drinking my 40 of OE, like, and I'd be talking to friends, sorry, and like, you know, even quietly, like whispering, but to her it was like we were just talking outside her window. And I get it, like sometimes it was hot and she had the window open, but at the same time I was like, you live in a college town, like, oh, it's just one.
You can't stop what I've become.
Okay. And sometimes it glitches out, I feel like that the whole thing doesn't pop up until later when it does, and then it just wrecks you, like. I've had some traumatic experiences with the Great Pyre monster. Oh. Whew. Alright. Yeah. Sorry. Oh, but anyways, the point of that is I actually did daycare up in Leadville, and so I got to be with, like, and sorry, Leadville is, the majority of Leadville's population is more of a Hispanic population. I don't know how to say that politely, but Leadville is known for having a heavy Hispanic population. Now, granted, that's also a place where not a lot of people want to live, and, you know, there's rumors about a lot of illegals up there, but that could just be a bunch of white, you know, white trash nonsense, like, oh, you know, just fearing things are different. But at the same time, like, I had a good friend from up there, like, you know, I tried to date his sister, like, you know, and that's honestly, I've always been mostly attracted to, oh, I don't know, different,
Hey y'all, welcome
but,
to new and improved Catch a Ride. Now with 47% more than 26% death annually. That is down from last year. Hold your applause.
I mean, but don't we all? Because if anybody really had it figured out, they'd be saving the world by now, right? That's wrong. You know, it's more, everybody would, but nobody really has, like, enough resources, enough communication, enough clout, enough pull to really do it, but we're getting there. And so, like, I mean, Elon, even just whether it was like a pride thing or just like an honest, legit thing, like he said, you know, donate so much billions worth to ending world hunger, and then boom, that's your, oh, right, it's under the bridge. Sorry, but there you go, world hunger. Now the problem is it's a moving target, and that's why it's like it's still good to, you know, try to donate what you can for that. I don't yet because, well, I don't have a lot of money, but the little bit of money I have donated has been to things like Wikipedia, Red Key USB, you know, and small things like over years of like working in tech. And I've still been working in tech, and I'd even consider the wind turbine job slightly technical because I did set up like a whole 3D printing lab. Like, you know, I was for preventative first line maintenance, so I was also working on like millions of dollars worth of machines and a lot of privilege information stuff too. That's why I won't go too deeply into too much of anything, but that's just because not everybody has done business ethics, which is a required class for the applied computing technology degree that I've done. All right, come back here. You're shooting at me. Come on. Where are you talking so big now? That is a brutal thing, but you know what? Out of my face, out of my face. Anyways, sorry, I just like would never do that in real life. Breathe fire on someone. And actually, I've never done that. I knew somebody in high school that tried to do that and ended up burning their mouth because it dribbled out of their mouth instead of spewed. That's why I felt the need to make the comment, don't try this at home, which really, you shouldn't be trying any of this at home. Also, here's a little trick, a little sneaky sneak. So normally, you know, you'd be like, oh yeah, I'll get all this stuff. And then, oh, I have to jump on there and possibly, no. What you gotta do.
I have uncovered legends of an ancient alien warrior. The legends tell of a magical key that can bring it back to life. If my hypotheses are correct, which they always are, the legends may be speaking of the vault key. Also, a young man told me I was pretty on my way back from the grocer's. The reaction was surprisingly tame. I only spent the next 3 hours dry heaving into a bucket.
You know what? It's not worth it. And also, I'm not even gonna get. Or well, we could try. Nah, I don't even want to try because like I see that there's that. I don't think there's all that special loot behind it. I could be wrong. We could be. You know what? For the sake of adventure. Okay. I gotta watch the drift too. Oh, okay. Whew. So yeah, we get an ammo thing, and now. Oh, well that. Oh. There we go. So doing the status effects like set me on fire, which reduces damage, but also inflicts damage. Oh, it's such a. Oh gosh. Oh, I feel like I've struggled with that so bad in the past, and I didn't want to go all down there and fight them. You know, that's like I don't know. Is mini PTSD a thing? I feel like that's also similar to Stolen Valor, and like it's a slap in the face of people that actually have PTSD. But it does. It's an anxiety moment. Oh, but then overcoming these things is very rewarding too, and also helps all your other general problem solving. Sorry, spit it out there. Where are we going? Oh yeah, so I used to go up there and I got picked on by a bunch of a bunch of the brown kids and all that. So I had kind of like an animosity too. But then like once I had a couple of friends that were also Hispanic in like elementary school, then I was like, oh okay, like misunderstanding. There's like a little bit of microanthropology or sociology on a small scale in a current modern time. So when cultures clash, but you gotta be careful because it's a quick descent into racism. Like Dave Chappelle, seething with racism, but it said a lot of the stuff that people were thinking. I mean, and that's the thing, is like, racist, intentional, or accidental, it's still racist. Like, and that's why Dave Chappelle, I believe, did a lot of it, is because he was like, I'm gonna make a bunch of really funny stuff, but I'm gonna pepper it in with things that have been secretly bothering, like, my entire social group. Like, because anybody that can identify or relate to this group or this section, and this is why that arms dealing is so hard, because like I feel like you can go through there every time, but you can't. So you got to do it the legitimate way, and like I try to take the shortcuts, and then I end up taking up more time when it's just like mildly stressful. Doing it the proper way, I don't know. Also, this is a whole den of like, but a den of nope. Nope. Okay. And really an explosion will fix that. Oh, wherein Tanis recounts her first few weeks in Sanctuary.
Yesterday, I had a conversation with another human being. Granted, it was only a conversation inasmuch as my grunts of social terror could be taken as human speech, but Roland did not seem to mind. He asked me why Jack hasn't revived the warrior yet if he has the key. I conveyed that the key needed to be charged by iridium, hence Jack's mining operations. He nodded and silently wiped the streams of my saliva from his face. I returned home, confused not only at his lack of disgust toward my behavior, but my lack of disgust toward him. For the first time, I felt as if I could actually live in Sanctuary. For the first time, I feel as if I might be okay.
Okay. I believe that's where you have to go to get the arm. We should just try to do it. We could give it a couple of goes, and then if we don't get it, then we can do it at the end. But we got the hidden journals, we can turn it into Tanis. Go back to our Joker mobile. I actually used the Batman quote, like, the other day explained something. It's like, I don't have to, or I can't kill you, but I don't have to save you. Which sounds really messed up and macabre. Don't worry, I would never. I signed a White Hat Manifesto, which is an oath of sorts for cybersecurity. And even before that, like, no, I was raised to never, definitely not kill. Good lord. That's why I didn't actually go to the military. Let's see, because I didn't feel comfortable killing people. Um, It's not saying anything against the military. I have a lot of friends in the military, and I respect them. I respect the heck out of them because that's more than I can do or say. So, and that's like the idea. That's why I bring up stolen valor because it doesn't just relate to the military. It relates to everything. But like you can't pretend to be something you're not and take glory for it, take credit for it. Let's see. Yeah, that's the Goliath. So let's try to find the fridge. We'll do Fing's Slaughterhouse. We'll turn in the journals. Let's do the arms race. This will be practice. Oh, that's going to be fun a little later. Oh, and also that's opportunity over that way. Sorry, and actually that was kind of a whole rant about mines and stuff, like giving a little bit of information about my background and heritage is like, yeah, my family were miners that worked up there and like, you know, and that is a real thing is like you work in the dark underground. Same with graveyard shift. I worked at, you know, I worked graveyard shift for a tech company and for a production company. So it was like, you know, I didn't see the sun for a good few years. I didn't even see my son. I'm just kidding. My son or my daughter for quite a bit of that, but be it work or other reasons, like, you know. So, oh, like paternal leave. One company I worked for got 3 days, 3 days. So, which was great to the time. My current company gives like I want to say like 3 months for qualifying employees. Like that's the real parental bond that people need. Like I could have, and not just for me, for my co-parent. Like you know, I could have helped her out so much better, but no, I was at work. Like you know, and so I'm a little resentful about that. But 3 days was still nice, and they were paying me a really great salary, so I couldn't complain with that. But then it's like, okay, 3 days, time's up. You know, go back to the grind. And it's like even with this vacation now. Like once I get done with like our busy season, I think I'm gonna take like a full week
Greetings,
off.
residents of
Oh,
Overlook.
and then do
I,
something.
Jack, am moderately happy to welcome you into the Hyperion family. Watch out for those stalker attacks.
Okay, so we're gonna accept the mission. All right, here we go. I might be able to do it. Let's first go. If you can drive fast and not ask a lot of silly questions like, why am I doing this? Or what does that smell? Zed has a job for you. Trying to sound like Zed.
I just ordered some serious merchandise from an arms dealer. Man's got to protect his business after all. I'm gonna need you to pick up the shipments quick as you can.
Alright, I am gonna... just face it the right way even. Alright. Whew. Let's see, do they have them on the map? They do not.
Hey y'all, welcome to new and improved Catch a Ride. Now with 47% more than 26% death annually.
Wait,
That is down
152? And then let's stay here for a second. Okay. We have to take the road and then go immediately to the left and around there. There's also that, okay. And that does pause it. Okay, that's good. Good to know. Actually, wait, now I remember the one off to the far right. I think that's the first one I need to do. Because that is like... actually, now I don't know. But it is stressful to get, so let's get it out of the way. Because of those threshers, and like, if you were to do the other mission really close to this one, then you could avoid a lot of that.
That arm must have belonged to a seamstress or something. You could tell from the metapulsions.
Oh.
Train won't stop!
Oh, okay. Alright, now the next one is... Yep, see, right where we were at, or the one up top. Or no, we He should have gone to that one. Oh well, whatever. Okay. Like, any one of them I could justify saying, oh yeah, that would be a good place to end on. Oh, a minute? Yeah, I don't think we did this right. But we'll keep going.
You nearly got them all. Just keep hustling.
Please, come on, let me actually, like, jump over this way. Yes, okay. Alright. Now... Oh, shoot. Bunch of explosive barrels. Ah.
Not much time left before those go bad. Better hurry.
Ah. I don't know, I feel like I'm running. Ah. We have 40 seconds. 40 seconds. Okay. Oh no. Oh. Whew.
Good hustle. Just put those babies in my P.O. box.
Ah,
Let's
shoot.
see if that arms dealer lives up to his reputation.
Oh no. Shoot, I need the car. I screwed it up. Dang it. Okay. Or maybe no. Ah, see, that would be okay if it was. Oh, there's a travel place. 25. 26, we might be able to do this. We might be able to do this. Okay, overlook, overlook. $15, $14, $13, $12, $11. Whew.
Now those are some pristine limbs. Well done.
Oh, I hate that mission, but I love it. It's fun and like, oh, since arriving on Pandora, you've been mauled, shot, stabbed.
On the birth of her
Oh,
twins and wishes
thing.
her luck in choosing which one to keep.
And frozen. Yet that pun hurt worst of all.
Well, there's a joke somewhere about how those cost me an arm and a leg. I can't think of one right now, of course, but I could sell those for a fortune.
Okay, and we're gonna sell the relic.
Lock and
Oh,
load.
and there's the alarm. Perfect timing. So, another episode, and let's go ahead and sell this off. Whew. Alright, we're actually getting, yeah, 11 out of 24. That's not bad. Let's see, as far as missions, we've got Fink's Slaughterhouse, which is a circle of slaughter, and those are okay. I mean, they're fun, but I need some really high-powered gear before I take that on. Or maybe I'm good for now. It says level 21. But, yeah, so we could do that. Yeah, I doubt myself a lot, and I'm working on that. But, and then the fridge, I gotta find a Goliath, which we kind of started trying to do. See, I even stutter sometimes, and it's definitely not skull shivers. It's maybe fractured or splintered attention spans just because of technology and, you know, I'm not alone. But also, yeah, I thought we might be able to see the other one. But this is a more like professional looking place. It's got the nice dam. It's not like the dam by the Happy Pig Motel. Should also have all this.
Congratulations on your second bottle of aspirin.
Yeah. Yeah, that looks just fine. Oh, there's the thing that we forgot to get. Alright, anyways, ta-ta for now. I will see you in the next one. Oh wait, we still got like 20 seconds before it's 30. That's fine. I staggered the sizes and then it's easier to see them when I'm checking and making sure that they uploaded. Alright, see y'all in the next one.